Hello world, hello YouTube land. Right, I'm in HD, high definition. I promised I'd get a decent camera eventually, and wow, I've finally proven that I'm true to my word. Here I am in HD. So big apologies for all those awful blurry videos that I put on the last few weeks. But it gave me a bit of practice really on this YouTube lark, and gave me a bit of experience in front of the camera. Now I am here in high definition, so you can see me for all my flaws and imperfections and my dodgy beardness. I've got 4 comics here that I've read over the last couple of days. I'll just quickly skim through them and let you know what I think. The first one, Justice League of America. Remember, it's Villains Month in DC, which means all the villains have taken over the main titles. The villain's taken over this title is a blokey called Deadshot. Deadshot's a mercenary. He's a bloke who will shoot whoever you want him to shoot if you've got the money. So not a man to be admired, but a man who exists in the world of comics, and of course exists in this world. If you just look at what's happening in Syria right now, you've got a mercenary army trying to take over the country, a mercenary proxy army. So you've got an army full of Deadshots in Syria right now. So this character, unpleasant of course, because there's nothing there. There's no deeper meaning behind anything that he does. It's all about him getting money for himself, so it's very shallow. The writer, what's his name? The writer Matt Kins has tried to get around that problem by going into the background of this mercenary of Deadshot, showing his parents being killed in a random shooting when he was a child. So to try to get, I don't know, a bit of an emotional connection and sympathy for his character. It doesn't work for me. I don't think it can work because at the end of the day, this character, like I said before, is a mercenary. He will shoot anybody for money. So not a pleasant individual, no sympathy for him at all. I don't really think there's much of a story there. He's just a mercenary. That's all he is. Doesn't really deserve an entire comic like this just about him. So not an interesting character to me, Deadshot. Just another mercenary in a world full of mercenaries. I give that one a 5 out of 10 because it's an average comic, but if the best writer in the world working on it, I don't think you can do much with just another mercenary. If I look at the second Villains Month title I got this week, this is Justice League Dark, Creeper #1. There we go. Well, the Creeper's a much more interesting character. He's a demon who inhabits bodies and manipulates obviously that person and events around in the real world. He's been trapped for a long time, and now he's back. He's come into the world, and he's determined to cause some mischief. A nice art here as well. I love my HD camera. You can really see the artwork there. Yeah, good art in this one as well. And this is the bloke that the Creeper's inhabiting at the moment. You've got the Creeper and the Creep, a mainstream television presenter. Can't get any creepier than that. This guy's name is Jack Ryder. So what the Creeper does, he manipulates events, and in his guise of Jack Ryder, he goes to these events and reports on them really, and getting off on all the misery that's happening. So I like to see more of the Creeper. The Creeper was an interesting character. I think there's lots of things you can do with that. So yeah, more Creeper and no more Deadshot. But this one's a couple of weeks old. I've just read it. Dinosaurs Attack #1. I've just got #2. It's coming in the post the next few days. I got it on eBay. For some reason my comic book store doesn't stock this one. I'm reading this comic, even the artwork reminds me of older comics that I've got in my drawer from the late 1970s. So a strong feeling of nostalgia for me reading this one. And which ties in perfectly with the subject matter, because it's all about a scientist creating a machine that can go back in time, and obviously when that sort of thing happens in comics and movies, it all goes wrong, and no difference in this comic, of course. The dinosaurs attack. It does exactly what it says on the tin. There's the scientist on the front. A lot more going on here in this comic than I can go through in this brief summary, but it's an interesting comic, some cool characters, good stuff for old people like me. He liked old-fashioned sci-fi monster movies, like The Land That Time Forgot, that sort of thing. So pretty cool. Give this one an 8 out of 10. I'll be getting this one. I'll be on my pull list. The last comic, The Star Wars, based on George Lucas's original rough draft screenplay. So Star Wars before it was polished and made cinema friendly. That guy in the front, the guy with the white beard. There we go. There's a better image of him there. That guy there, the guy who looks suspiciously like George Lucas. That is Luke Skywalker. That's the original Luke Skywalker. So it's a good job that was changed, wasn't it, really? And that's the original Darth Vader there. Same sort of outfit, really, isn't it? Same sort of uniform. Only difference is obviously the Darth Vader's got the mask or the helmet on, so he's got the mystique, and he's got the voice. Voice. So that was changed for the better as well. This obviously is not going to be a great book, but the art's decent. The art's okay. No problems there with the art. And it's good for any Star Wars fan like me. I'm not going to call myself a geek. I don't care about this geek chic thing. I'm not a geek, I'm a fan. And as a Star Wars fan, I'm interested in seeing what it was like before it was changed, before it was made better. This isn't going to be better than the Star Wars movies. This is going to be worse. But it's very interesting just to see what was changed. So if you want to see what was changed from the original rough draft screenplay, what didn't make it, then pick up this comic. A lot of fun for me because I like Star Wars. I'll give this one a strong 8 out of 10. And that'll be on a pull list as well. That's it, my first video in high definition. Hope you enjoyed it. So I'll be back in the next couple of days with lots more reviews, and I'll probably do an individual review, comic review next. Actually, I'm going to do Sheltered. That's a fantastic comic. I've got quite a lot to say about that. But that's it for me for the time being. I'll see you later. Goodbye.